Well, that was a lot quicker than I expected. As quickly as it had all started, the trade war has ended, or at least resulted in a ceasefire. So, who won? Rumor has it Trump actually lost the trade war with Canada. The same people saying this sure don't want to talk about Mexico, though. So, let's dig in and see who won the war that didn't even last long enough for the first real shot to be fired. First up on our list is Mexico. Mexico ran a good campaign and fought hard, and they sure worked hard to make America give up on their tariffs. And by that I mean Mexico immediately conceded to controlling the border with 10,000 additional Mexican National Guard troops, and supporting with border enforcement and specifically stopping the trafficking of fentanyl into the United States, and establishing joint task forces for security and trade with the United States. America agreed to help stem the flow of guns into Mexico and delay the tariffs for 30 days. If the media ever even pretends that Trump lost that one, well, you don't hate journalists enough, although you already don't. But what about lovely Canada, with its very own modern-day Churchill prepared to suffer the Blitz for as long as it takes to win the war? Longer than Mexico did, I suppose, anyways, although that may only be because Trump's meeting with Trudeau was later in the day than his meeting with Mexico's president. Now, somehow this one is actually a little bit contentious, so I'll let you get it from one of Biden's TikTok twinks.
Trump is pausing his tariffs on Canada for 30 days because they reached an agreement to secure the border. But in reality, Trump just got played like a fiddle by Canada. So in his statement announcing the deal, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said, "I just had a good call with Donald Trump. Canada is implementing our $1.3 billion border plan. Nearly 10,000 frontline personnel are and will be working on protecting the border." He's framing this stuff as new. But in reality, Canada already has 8,500 frontline employees positioned at the border. Oh, and that $1.3 billion border security plan that Canada just announced, yeah, they actually announced that in December of 2024 when Joe Biden was still president. So here's basically what happened. Justin Trudeau and Donald Trump got on the phone and Trudeau said, "Hey, we'll implement this brand new border plan and put a bunch of people at the border just to satisfy your wants and needs. But what you have to do for us is pause those tariffs. We want those to go away for a little bit." And Donald Trump said, "Sure." Canada's agreeing to things that they're already doing, and they got Donald Trump to pause the tariffs. He got played like a fiddle.
Yeah, I guess you gotta pay the bills somehow now that your main sponsor is no longer employed. Now, like every other Biden win, you can try to tout it as a Biden win, or you can acknowledge the fact that it came after Trump won the election, and Biden didn't get any wins before Trump won the election. In fact, this particular supposed Biden win actually came after Trump met with Trudeau at Mar-a-Lago. And despite what you may think, Canada does understand that it never hurts to start brown-nosing Trump early. But while that part of the package is old, Trudeau even announced it is old, you forgot the second half of that tweet where he brought up the additional $200 million, the Joint Task Force, declaring the cartels to be terrorist organizations, intelligence gathering, a border czar, a fentanyl operation, you know, all the new stuff. Oh, and don't forget 1,500 additional personnel, because the original deal was 8,500 and now he's talking about nearly 10,000. And that would be a pretty big rounding error on Trudeau's part to say 8,500 is nearly 10,000. But I suppose we should give an update on China while we're here. Well, given it probably wouldn't go over well for them to also put 10,000 troops on our border, they're going to go the more traditional trade war route and slap a 15% tariff on certain US imports and limit certain exports to the United States. So at the end of the day, for the price of some ink, some paper, yeah, that's about it actually. And when you factor in the near infinite value created from a whole weekend of media screeching, I'm going to confidently say that we came out ahead in this one.